Hey guys, what's going on? We got to the end of another Battlegrounds season, season 5, and I was just going to show the rewards that I got. My alliance for BG's only fans, did much better this time around. We got 21 overall, which led to some pretty good, pretty nice rank up materials there. And if you compare that back to what I did with the previous season, we were in the 1 to 10% rather, and going along and looking, I think, let's see here. This was the solo for this being on the Gladiator circuit, which I was at 28,885, it looks like there. I did not get that high this season at all. In fact, I just didn't really like this meta. I jumped in, did a couple fights one night, and then just left it alone, basically. So just did not push for this season, and ended up getting nope, that's the other one. Ended up getting 11,000, so way far off. So a lot fewer trophy tokens, kind of a bummer. There's a emoji in there, so that's exciting. And then as we just passed that 2776 for the solo Battlegrounds reward. I had in the previous season reached, let's see, that was towards the end, I think here. Previous season, I was like 462, and that gave me a much higher rank in that as well. I think that was about a 550k score, somewhere around there. Whereas this season, I only got to like 440k, something like that. I just did not. It's the first season I actually haven't gotten over 500,000. So for the solo, but you can see the differences. It's still really good rewards. Can use all those sig stones. Can use all those 6-star shards and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and claim all of this stuff. And, we probably have to select something, don't we? Couple tier 5 class catalysts. No idea who I'm in the mood to rank up, but we'll just do go for the ones that I have the fewest of. I think that always generally makes sense. So I wanted to do that, and then I wanted to look at next season's metas. For at least the victory track and everything. So if we look at that, we're going to have Conflictor 2. Every 7 seconds, the next debuff triggered by the attacker is immediately purified. Each time this effect triggers, the defender gains 50% of a bar of power. So either you want champions who don't do damage over time, or you want champions who can control power, or you want champions, or you just want to be careful playing around it. It's not that huge of a thing. If you're placing tons of debuffs, then yeah, you're going to be in trouble. So don't want to be placing too many debuffs, or you got to just bait specials right away and play around it. Arms race, both the attacker and defender gain a passive fury during their special attacks based on the defender's power. While below 1 bar of power, they gain 25% attack, while between 1 to 2, they gain 75, and 2, they gain 200%. So that's going to be really nice for champions who have a big special too. And if you get in the range where you've baited a couple specials and you think you can finish it with an L2, then it looks like if that's for both the attacker and the defender, you can end the fight with one L2, call it good. You also do want to be careful, though, of things like Doom's Special 2 or the OG Hulk that got buffed. Anyone who has a big Special 2, you want to be real careful about that. Make sure you don't accidentally catch it. Also probably does a lot of damage into your block, so better if you can dex it, better if you can bait special ones. So looking at the Gladiator circuit, week 1, I almost never make this, so I don't really care. Actually, I never have. I've always made it at the end of the second week. But it's the same thing, but just a lot more power gain. And then also perforate. Both champions' special attacks are unblockable. Sounds deadly, but probably not going to affect too many people. Week 2, close encounters. While close to the defender, the attacker regenerates 1% of their max health every second. While far away, the attacker degenerates. That one's not terrible, depending on how long it takes you to bait specials. Sometimes the AI is really stingy in sending their specials while you're trying to bait them. That can be a huge pain. You can degenerate a lot while you're backing away. Whenever the catatonic 1, whenever the attacker is inflicted with a root effect, they are also inflicted with a passive disorient, reducing defensive ability accuracy and block proficiency by 50% for 6 seconds. That doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun. Every 12 seconds, root or rooted, the attacker gets passively rooted for 5 seconds. If the attacker is far away from the defender, when this triggers, the defender gets passively rooted instead. So kind of the same way as that unstoppable node works, where if you're far away, you get the unstoppable. If you're close, then they get it. Yeah, so that doesn't seem terrible, but we'll have to see when we get to it. Week 3, Aegis Heavy. The defender begins with 2 indestructible charges. Each heavy attack strike against the defender removes 1 charge. What do they do to mess this up? Invade. Both champions have 100% block penetration and 300% attack, increased attack when hitting a block. So that's kind of annoying because you're going to want to probably parry heavy, but if you can perfect parry, it's okay. When the defender's knocked down by a heavier special attack, they become passively debuff immune for 8 seconds. So that'll slow you down trying to get that second heavy. You might have to have a champion where you can heavy counter would be nice. So overall, that week doesn't actually look super bad because once you've gotten rid of the indestructible by the 2 heavies, then champions like Valkyrie or maybe even Corvus or Shang-Chi or champions who can do a lot of damage into the block are going to be pretty nice. So yeah, not too terrible there. Backblast. In week 4, the attacker's critical rating is doubled. However, if damage from a critical hit exceeds 5% of the defender's max health, or the attacker lands 4 more guaranteed crits through the fight, the attacker suffers from an Incinerate debuff, dealing damage equal to their last crit over 5 seconds. So, Incinerate immune champions, you don't want to be using your Crit Monkey, probably, or Corvus for that, with guaranteed crits. Hot and Bothered, 3-inch. What? Oh, no, sorry. That's just a... Why is there a... I don't know. Reduce attackers' defensive ability actually by 80% while they have an Incinerate buff. So you definitely don't want to get incinerated. And then the defender has 99% energy resistance. Any hit that deals energy damage regenerates them or what the damage would have been. While the defender is affected by an Incinerate, Shock, or Cold Snap debuff, the defender gains 100% of the bar power every 10 seconds. So some defenders will be interesting there. Sounds like Iceman could be interesting. Maybe other champ like Misty, maybe throwing in a Cold Snap or yeah. Well, should be interesting. That doesn't sound terrible though. It doesn't sound as bad as it was for the previous season for the last week. But interesting. You're going to have a little bit of narrower champion usage for sure. So then they're saying, is this the... Wow, I guess they're putting it out for Season 7 as well ahead of time, which is kind of nice, actually, because that way we can see who we can rank up quite a while in advance. So that's kind of cool. I think we'll cover this in a different video, though. Get on to that later. Oh, an 8, too? Wow, okay. Yeah, we'll definitely look over that in a different video. But then to cap this one off, I thought we would just go and open up a couple of featured crystals. Let's see how many I have for the... okay, we can do... What? Technically 6 of them? Let's just do 5, and we're going to pop these. I still need to get Shuri, and I still need to get Spot. Let's get lucky. Spinning wheel, of course. Shuri or Spot. I don't think Absorbing Man is awakened yet. No new champions. King Groot, I'll take the Sigs, and then everybody else, kind of garbage. So, I guess that'll do it for this video today, guys. That's where I ended up. I will see you guys in a stream or a video shortly. Thank you.